Hey there, judging from the fact that you're watching this, it's probably safe to assume you like frogs. Hey, I've got a joke for you. Why did the frog put on a helmet and grab a magical war axe?
Because he wanted his enemies to croak on the battlefield.
And that's exactly what I've made a game about. You will probably not recall back 3 months ago I made a video, and this video included a game about a Viking frog. Well, in my tech class we had the opportunity to make a Unity game, so I decided to expand on the Frogenlove idea and make it 3-dimensional. Now, we were given tutorials to follow for the assignment, and I don't understand. How is everyone not meant to get full marks if we're doing the same thing? And if everyone does get full marks, does that mean full marks is less valuable? Does it become like currency? Obviously that's a little bit insane, but in my opinion, tutorials for assignments aren't a good idea. And since I know what I'm doing, definitely, I can do my own thing. I just like to put it out there, I can't 3D model. Modeling Frogenlove himself was going to look bad, much less animating. It's beautiful! Tell me he is not the most adorable thing you have ever seen, I dare you. And to really embrace Frogenlove's cuteness, every time you load into a level, you get to watch him wake up. Look at him! Now, what's a Viking frog without magical abilities? So I decided on a sprint that can break huge stuff, the original and sick ability to jump off your axe, the ability to create a platform from underneath you for extra height and chaining together the abilities, and they can also grapple onto certain objects with your tongue, and wow, I've unintentionally created my perfect parkour movement system. I've been trying for years. This isn't the original idea of the game though. I need enemies for Frogenlove to exterminate, and of course, that would be the evil cane toads that plague the land. And because we just don't want our lovely green frog to die, I made them run back and forth so it's beginner friendly. Not because I'm too lazy to code, shut it. Only problem with this approach is that they can go into the ground. I'll take care of it, don't worry.
I never took care of it, but don't tell him, he'll be sad.
Now for the funnest part of game development, level design. Okay, so maybe I hate level design. Why? No reason other than it's bad and just makes me want to start burning all the wildlife in sight, you know? So the approach I went with was building some floating islands so I could center the theme around being in the sky. It was so I could limit the amount of area I had to pay attention to. But it worked out, right? You agree with me, right? Naturally, I used this concept for the other levels. In total, I made 5 levels with different mechanics. I'll go through them all. First level is a simple, bright tutorial teaching you each of the abilities and introducing your enemy. Nothing all too special, basic and short. You get to kill some cane toads, win-win. Second level shoves you in the deep end and throws you with 48 of my little demons and a map roughly 4 times larger than the first. Whoops, my bad. I was forced to make my own foliage.
Damn you, Sketchfab.
In a nutshell, it's a very large jungle that focuses on the exploration aspect. If there's anything to explore, to be honest. I use the same 3 trees everywhere. You need to find 6 levers in order to build a staircase up to the end. And for some reason, I really wanted to have these vines swing when you grapple them. And, I'll just say that didn't go to plan, but I was irrationally upset from this. Third level, I wanted to move away from the huge scale exploration and set sights on the different movement capabilities of my little frog controller. I chose a snowy series of islands to introduce new mechanics such as sliding on ice, just removing the ability to stop moving forward, and a super pointless but super cool jump which I'm coping with by saying,
but the portal needs to be higher than the start so the players don't find the way to the end early.
And to pair with a pointless super jump, why don't I have a pointless rolling section? There is no code for this, I'll say it with no shame. The only reason I added this was because I thought it would look funny. And I was right, but this roll state does get used later, so it isn't all too pointless. You thought that was the end? Ha! No! There's a win section. And another precision slide section. Okay, I'm moving on. Fourth level, I thought to myself, why don't we move away from the sky stuff for a moment? And so I did. I present to you Eternal Damnation. Down in Eternal Damnation, we have your worst nightmare, and a mechanic that works 66% of the time. What's more to want? I'm kidding. Sort of. The mechanic I have introduced to this level is a rolling boulder into a hole, which in my own experience can get frustrating sometimes, so my advice is good luck, I guess. Rolling all the boulders starts a falling rock shower, but don't worry about that, you'll be fine. Fifth and final level, the moment the entire game has been building up to. The final showdown with your one, your only, Citizen Cane Toad. Now I'll admit, I did not put much effort into the previous Citizen Cane Toad. This one, however, this one I made sure to make threatening. I put weeks of work into this boss fight, and I'll break it down in the least spoiling way I can. Citizen Cane Toad has 6 moves that he can perform. He can throw a globe at you, he can slam a cane down on you, he can spawn a monologue wall that moves forward, he can jump really high and fall from above, he can spawn a reel of film that spins around him, and finally he can push you away from him because screw you. Who would want to be near you? You. Honestly, I'm with the Cane Toads on this one. The way this works is there's a random number generator. And what do you expect, actual smart AI? This means though that it's theoretically possible that you will never actually be able to get close to him. Shh, that won't happen. Citizen Cane Toad has 3 phases and he gets faster each time. Dying will reset his health to the max of each phase because I don't like you and I want you to suffer. Was that a lot to process? Yeah, that's the point. Go play the game. Go. Shoot. Wait, don't actually go yet. So yeah, that's the game. I want to say thank you for watching until this point. If you're still here, Frogan Love may be a school project, but if I can get 50 likes on this video, I will definitely make Frogan Love into a full Steam game. I may just do that anyway. For those interested, I have tried to implement as many quality of life features as possible. I have most of the necessary settings, including a God mode for players not as skilled as others, as well as a control UI toggle if you get confused, and if you ever want to replay a specific level, there is of course a level select menu to do so. I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything I put on itch.io in the description. Thank you for watching, bye!